having a good time, enjoying watching a bunch of madness on television. Everybody on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, full of vanity. All you care about is yourself. You don't care about your own brother and sister, your own people. Right. You care about what you can do for you. But we come out here to tell you got to change your mindset and think about your people and loving your people and stop loving your oppressor. We don't come out here to tell lies. We don't come out here to coddle you and care about your feelings. We come out here to tell you, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Right. And we're going to preach the real gospel, not the trash lies that they tell you on Sunday behind the pulpit. Bring it out, King.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 61, verse 1.
Bring it out.
The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
To preach what?
Good tidings unto the meek.
So the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. We come out here every Sabbath day, because contrary to popular belief, Saturday, Friday night to Sunday, Salakia, Friday night to Saturday night is the Sabbath.
Right.
Not Sunday. If you look on your calendar, you'll see that Sunday is the first day of the week, not the seventh. So the Lord said, come out and worship him on the seventh day. So we preaching the good news, the good tidings. Keep going, King.
He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
To bind up who?
The brokenhearted.
No, the rich.
The brokenhearted.
No, the Rothschild.
The brokenhearted.
No, the Congress.
The brokenhearted.
We're binding up the brokenhearted. Keep going.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
Liberty to who?
The captives.
Who?
The captives.
The captives. We're out here proclaiming liberty, freedom to the captives. Keep going.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound. Who do you find in the prison houses all throughout America? The so-called blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
That's who's in the prison houses. We're not coming out here to preach to the white man. We're not coming out here to preach to the African or the Arab man. We're coming out here to preach to the people who are bound in the prison houses. We're proclaiming liberty to the brokenhearted, and our people are brokenhearted. We're tired of being oppressed. We're tired of having your foot on our neck.
Right.
We're tired of not being given a damn about. Oh, they'll be all right. We're just going to gentrify the city, and we're going to move them out, raise the property tax, and they'll be okay. We'll push them out into the suburbs, and when we're tired of being in the city, then we'll move them again.
No, it's not like a
Keep going, brother.
Verse 2. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
To proclaim what?
The acceptable year of the Lord.
The acceptable year of the Lord. And what's that?
And the day of vengeance.
The day of what?
Vengeance.
No, cupcakes.
Vengeance.
No, hugs and kisses.
Vengeance.
The acceptable day of the Lord is the day of vengeance.
Right.
Keep going, brother.
To confront all the mourn. To appoint unto them that mount in Zion.
Them that what?
Mount in Zion.
Where?
That mourn in Zion.
In Zion. Not in America. Not in Africa. In Zion, the nation of Israel. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You have a question? What's your question?
So, what is this about?
What is this about? We're out here raising up our people and letting them know who they are. Do you find yourself on this sign? What's your nationality? You're Syrian? Okay. What's your father? Your father. What's your father's nationality? Syrian? Indigenous to Syria? Okay. Alright, so would you find yourself on this side? Where? Right. So you would be an Arab, you would come from Ishmael, right? Alright, cool. So you wouldn't be a part of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. You come from Ishmael, right? So you come. That's right. You come from Abraham, but you come out of Ishmael, right? Right. So you would be, according to the Bible, an Ishmaelite. You would be an Arab.
We don't according to no Bible. We don't according to no Bible.
Who are you? Okay, so what's your nationality? You're Egyptian? All right, so you're Egyptian. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Black.
What are you?
So you're a Moor. Hold on. You're a Moor. You don't know. You're Egyptian and you're Syrian. Watch a madness. Let me get the book of
What are you?
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6.
No.
You about to school what? You're not about to school nothing up here. So what book do you subscribe to? The Quran? Okay, so the Quran is toilet paper. That's what the Quran is. The Quran is toilet paper. We don't deal with the Quran up here. We deal with the Holy Bible. We deal with the Holy Scriptures, right? So I'm not really trying to hear what you're trying to say right now. I'm trying to bring out the scriptures. Look at what they say.
I pray for you. I pray for you. And I pray you believe that the New Testament is written by 4 white people. Mark and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers.
What the New Testament says is that if you're Egyptian or if you're Syrian, you're born in slavery. Bring that out, King. Yeah, we're not Christians out here. We're Hebrew Israelites. That's right. Keep going. Hosea 4 and 6. You know, a bunch of demons come up. We're not about to argue with a bunch of heathen demons.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So but our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We just had 4 different nationalities come up here spewing madness. You got a so-called Egyptian. She don't look Egyptian. She looks like a mix between Arabian, Esau, and whatever else. Then you got a so-called Moor. And then you got somebody who doesn't even know who they are. Because we're in the land of confusion. Babylon is a melting pot of confusion, right? That's right. You know, and you have a bunch of nations who have gathered together and holding hands with one another, not knowing who they are as a people. That's why we come out here every week to show our people who they are and to break away from the so-called heathen. Let me get Proverbs 11 and 21. Coming out here talking about the Quran. We wipe our behind with the Quran. We don't care about your Quran. Your Quran is trash. Your Quran has not one prophecy in it. And you want to come talk about the Quran, you don't even read it. That's right. The Nation of Islam reads more scriptures out of the Holy Bible than it does the Quran. That's right.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord.
That's right.
But a just weight is his delight.
I think I want 21. So yeah, you know, we're in a melting pot, a mixing bowl. All these people are mixed together. You know, everybody's interracial dating. They don't know what the hell their child is. The Lord said, separate. Separate. He set the bounds according to the number of the children of Israel. Yeah, so we out here preaching to our people. We're not supposed to be all gathered together and join with your oppressor. The Arabians and the Syrians put us into slavery and captivity. The Egyptians had our people in captivity. All the other nations have had our people in captivity. And we forget. We always forget. We're so quick to forgive the other nations, but you won't even forgive your own brother that didn't give you your $5 back. You ready to kill him over $5. And that's why we come out here to tell our people you gotta change. You gotta get your mind right. Bring that out, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam,
Right?
he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
He set the bounds according to what?
The number of the children of Israel.
So he set the bounds when the Most High divided unto the nations. The Most High divided the people that he created. Yeah, we all come out of Adam, but he divided us because everybody that he made is different. There's 18 nations that the Most High created on the earth. He chose one to be his special people. He chose one. Let me get that Proverbs 11 and 21.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 21.
Bring it out.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
The what?
The wicked shall not be unpunished.
So though you say kumbaya and we shall overcome, and little black boys and little white girls will hold hands together, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. That means the white man's going to get punished, the Arab man's going to get punished, the East Indian's going to get punished, and every one of you nations that have oppressed our people is going to have to deal with it.
That's right.
It doesn't matter if you grew up with a white best friend. It doesn't matter if you grew up with an Arab friend. It doesn't matter if you go to work and you give each other high fives over a soccer game. It doesn't matter. The Most High deals with nations of people. And you're going to have to deal with the consequences of what your people have done to the Lord's jewels. Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans belong to the Most High God, Yahweh.
That's right.
The Most High has created our people especially for himself. Bring that up, okay?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above who?
All people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Most High God, we bring this up every week, it's not about equality. The Most High God is a just God, and he's not about equality. He has favor. The Most High God can do what he wants to do. And he chose a specific people to be his favorite people. And that's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The white man has taught us that we're different. But when you go over to the Dominican Republic, you see our people. When you go to Puerto Rico, you see our people. When you go to Cuba, you see our people. When you go to the Virgin Islands, Jamaica, Haiti, it doesn't matter. You see our people.
Right.
We're the same. The Native Americans, when you see that symbol that was on the redskin sign, you see how dark that Indian was? That's an indigenous native to this land. That's our people. How you doing today, brother? You know, what's your nationality, brother? You stuck? You stuck? You not sure? All right. So when you go into a job application, what do you put? Put black, right? All right. So according to this sign, brother, you would be a so-called Judite. You would be from the tribe of Judah. So America has taught our people that nationality is where you were born. But according to the Most High God of the Bible, he told us that our nationality is based on the seed of your father. Let me get that on Numbers 1 and 18. So our nationality is based on our bloodline. They call this place a nation, but this is a kingdom. This is an empire. Just like Rome was a kingdom. Greece was a kingdom. Assyria was a kingdom. Persian and Medes was a kingdom. Egypt was a kingdom. But just because you're an Asian person born in Egypt, does that make them an Egyptian? Just because you're an Arab person born in America, does that make you really an American? No. You're either from Iraq, Kuwait, Pakistan, right? So they tell us we're African Americans, but African American is the name of two different white men. Amerigo Vespucci, that's the name of America, and Scipio Africanus, that's the name of the man who named Africa. Africa was named the land of Ham at one point. Africa was named Ethiopia, Kush, right? So, you know, we don't come from two white men. You know what I mean? The white man comes from us, right? Let me get that, King. We just want to prove it with the Bible, because a lot of people will say I am what my mother is. I came out of my mother's stomach. But if you plant an orange tree in a field of apple trees, it's still going to be an orange tree, right?
Right. Yep.
See, it's all about the seed. Bring it out, King.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their predicament.
They declared what?
Their predicament. After their families. By the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers, right? So this is how the Most High determines who you are. He determines who you are based on the lineage of the house of your father. Let me get Matthew chapter 1. So we come from whatever our father is. You'll see people who have a black father and a white mother say, I'm mixed. You know what I mean? I have a white side and a black side. Or you'll see a so-called Dominican woman who has a white father and a so-called Dominican mother, right? And they'll say, I'm mixed. You know what I mean? But actually, that woman is white because she has a white father. And that other person, that person would be, I forgot what example I used, but basically, you know, whatever your father is, that's what you are, right? So if you end up, that's the problem right now. We have so much mixing going on, brother, that you actually have some of our people who look like us and they're actually white. Because if you have a so-called a white grandfather that dealt with a black woman, and then they have a son, and that son is of the complexion of the mother, and then that son has another child with a regular black woman. That child possibly going to still get darker, but that grandfather is white. So that means that seed is white. And you know, that's a bunch of nonsense that the white man has done. You know what I mean? For a prime example, if you look at Tia and Tamara Martin, right? You look at that, that's their father. So those are white girls. They may look black, but those are white women, right? You know what I'm saying? Now look at Blake Griffin. He has a black father and a white mother. That's a Judite. That's a black man. You get what I'm saying? But if you, prime example, here's another example. Look at this whole family right here. You know what I mean? You got the white father, a black mother, and you got all them kids. All of those are white babies.
That's right.
Every single one of them. They come out of the seed of the damn devil. Because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
And we can prove that through the scriptures, right?
Right.
Because, you know, people heard Malcolm X say they like, oh, that man is. But it's not, it's only what the Bible said. The Bible has said that the white man is the devil. And the reason he's the devil, the word devil means deceiver. Deceiver. It doesn't mean a man with a pitchfork, with horns, and a tail. It's just a person that's a damn liar. And the white man has lied to our people. You know,
Right.
Hold that, you know, and let me get Genesis chapter 1 and verse 3. I'm going to show you one way that the white man lies, right? We come out here week in and week out to break down the strongholds that hold our people down. Bring it out, okay?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 3. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness.
And divided the light from the darkness. Keep going, King. Keep going.
Verse 5. And God called the light day. And the darkness he called night.
Keep going.
And the evening and the morning were the first day.
And the what?
Evening and the morning were the first day.
No, the morning and the evening.
The evening and the morning were the first day.
So your day actually starts when the sun goes down.
That's right.
That's when the Lord's day starts. You can't start when the light's already up. You have to go from the darkness, and then you come into the light, and then it goes back into darkness. Then you have to So the evening and the day was the first. The evening and the morning were the first day. So the day starts at nighttime. Right, you know what I'm saying? So that's just a piece of the deception that the white man has done. You get what I'm saying, brother? So you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, brother. You know what I mean? And we are God's chosen people. Now, I want you to get one more thing. We brought this out earlier. Deuteronomy 7 and 6, okay? We're just trying to tell our people we have to repent. We have to repent. Everybody forgot about God. Nobody cares about God. We found out that the white man is lied. We found out Jesus isn't white. He's a black man. And then once you find that out, everybody says that's a white man book. This is black and Hispanic history. When you read the stories in this Bible, God is not a soft man. He's about what he does. Hold that king and bring out Exodus 15 and 3. We're going to show you exactly how God is described by Moses. This is what Moses describes God as, right? He's not a man of soft cupcake. People say God is all love. God is not all love. You know what I mean? When you see all the things that happen on the earth, God is allowing that to happen. It's not the devil. The devil has no power over God. God is the one that lets all these things happen. Bring that out, man.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
No, he's soft.
A man of war.
The Lord is a man of war. That's how God deals with things. When he's ready to wipe somebody out and fix a situation, he deals with it by war. So, you know, when you're looking at what's going on in the times right now, you see what's happening with Russia. You see what happened, how this country was established. You see how damn near every nation has been established. It was through bloodshed, right? Right. So the way the white man was able to acquire this land was through bloodshed, the bloodshed of our people. Do you know how did our people get over here, brother? Stolen. And how did they get us over here? Yeah, right. But what was the
mode of transportation?
What was the transportation to make this work? By boat, right? So it looks a little bit like this, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Because people try to ask, how do you know that you are the Israelites? There's a lot of people claiming to be Jews, especially those people over there in Israel now claiming to be the real Jews, right? But they can't be Jews. The Jews are black. You can't be a white person to be a Jew. Let me get that, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Start at 15, Salak. So
Chapter
this is
28.
This is what happened to our people. God chose us to be his people, right? But he told us that if we follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, you know the story of Moses, right? Okay, so when he brought us out of Egypt, he gave us commandments to keep. And if we kept them, he was going to make us flourish. We're going to be on high. We're going to rule over everybody. We weren't going to be equal. We're going to rule over everybody. But if we didn't listen to God, bring that out, okay?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we don't listen,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
no, all these blessings,
all these curses,
no, he don't care,
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All these curses are going to come upon our people and they're going to overtake us. So if we don't follow God, it's just like your parents. When they say come in at 10 and you come in at 12, you're going to get your ass whooped, right? So the same thing happened with God with his chosen people. He did a great thing by bringing us out of a slavery, and we complained, we moaned, and we still didn't listen. And you have 14 verses in chapter 28 of blessings that he would have done. But from verse 15 to 68, you have curses. Bundles of curses that have happened to our people because we didn't listen. Deuteronomy 28. Bring that verse 68 out real quick, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
So Egypt is another word synonymous for slavery, right? You can find that in the book of Exodus. It's the same thing as slavery. So you don't have to go into Egypt with ships. You know what I mean? You can just walk into Egypt. So he said, I'm going to put you into slavery again with ships. Keep on, brother.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You shall see what?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
You're not going to see your homeland again. You ain't going to see Egypt again. Keep going, brother.
And there he shall be sold unto your enemies.
No, your friends.
Unto your enemies.
No, your best friend.
Unto your enemies.
We're going to be sold unto our enemies.
For bondmen and bondwomen,
For slave men and slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
And nobody's going to redeem us from our captivity. Not Marcus Garvey, not Malcolm X, not Martin Luther King. None of them have been able to be successful. Even when we had Black Wall Street, where they destroyed it, right?
Right.
So, let me get verse 64. I'm going to bring one more curse out for you, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
He's going to put us where?
Among all people.
He has scattered our people in all four corners of the earth. Keep going, brother.
From the one end of the earth even unto the other.
That's right.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
So in these lands that we go, he said that we're going to serve other gods that we nor our forefathers knew.
Even wood and stone.
Wood and stone. What does that sound like? Idols, right? Who's the wood? What do you see in church every week? Those wooden crosses and the stone, the cobblestone. Islam, right? That's the rock that they serve and they bow down to. What's the two major religions on the earth? Christianity and Islam. So that's another curse that the Lord put on our people.
Right.
We have to repent. We have to repent. Go in the book of Genesis to Deuteronomy and see the commandments that the Lord gave us and change our way. Because they come and say that Christ came to take away the law. But Christ said he did not. Let me get Matthew chapter, y'all go, brother. All right, brother. You want to fly, bro? Yeah, you got to fly. Israelite from the tribe of Judah. All right, brother. You want to follow?
Good job, bro.
All praise, all praise, all praise.
Verse 19.
Bring it out.
Repent ye therefore, and be converted.
And be what?
Converted.
Repent and be converted.
That your sins may be blotted out.
That your sins may be blotted out. Keep going, brother.
When the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord.
This is the time of refreshing. You seeing so many of our people starting to wake up to this knowledge. A lot of our people are waking up to who they are because these are the last days. These are the last days. If you ain't been paying attention, these are the last days. America is on its way out. This place is finished. The empire known as America is about to get blown to smithereens. All praises to the Most High.
That's right.
If you think the Lord is going to let you get away with rape, rob, and murder and let you get into the kingdom of heaven too, you got another thing coming. It's not going to happen. Let me get Hosea 6:1. So we got to wake up out of sleep. It's time to wake up out of sleep. The day of the Lord is near. And the day of the Lord is not a day that you should be looking forward to. Because if you ain't got right with the Lord, then it's going to be a day of death and destruction and peeing in your pants. Bring that out, okay?
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 6 and verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord.
Let us return to Yahweh. Keep going.
For he hath torn, and he will heal us. He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
Keep going, brother.
Verse 2. After 2 days will he revive us.
After how many days?
2 days. will he revive us.
After 2 days, he's going to revive us.
In the third day, he will rise us up, and we shall live in his sight.
And in the third day, when inside of that third day, he's going to raise us up, and we're going to live with the Lord. And in case you didn't know, we're inside the third day. Let me get 2 Peter chapter 3, I think start at verse 6. We're inside of the third day, because one day to the Lord is like 1,000 years to us. He said after 2 days, he's going to revive us. And inside of that third day, he's going to grab us up, and we're going to be in the Lord's bosom. Some of our people don't want to be in the Lord's bosom. Some of our people just want to live in America, watch men dress up in dresses, right? Continue to have orgies, watch the Catholic priests play around with little boys' butts, and think it's okay, and they're going to continue to get away with it. You got another thing coming. The Lord is bringing death and destruction to this place, because this place is full of madness.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8.
Bring it out.
But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
One day is with the Lord as 1,000 years. And we're inside of that 3,000 years. This is the third day. We're waking up our people so that they realize you gotta come out of the madness that you're living in, because the Lord is near. Everybody's more scared of Corona than they're scared of God.
That's right.
You're running around with masks on. You're running around getting a damn shot that you don't even know what's inside of it. God allowed this plague to come on the earth.
Right.
He allowed the so-called Chinese man and the so-called white man to sit up in a lab and create this horrendous disease to kill people. But that's because the